Hello students, welcome back to Cheradee series. So for this video, I am going to discuss about how are you going to fill out the project proposal form. So as mentioned, you have to create a project that is anchored with any SDGs that we have already discussed through the coursewares. So from the 17 SDGs, you choose maybe for one or two or three, anything that is related to any of those SDGs. And you are going to ensure that that project is going to impact in its small ways, but we call that in the grassroots level. Okay, so even though we do it in a community, we do it in the class, or even we do it at our own homes, it is actually relatable to SDG already, or it has already contributed to any SDG that you want to anchor your project with. So I have here an example. This is actually a project by chemical engineering students. So I was the coordinator of the College of Engineering and Architecture for chemical engineering for the Department of Chemical Engineering. And we have come up with this project because we want to transfer the skills of learning how to make dishwashing liquids, liquid soaps, and all those that are actually just part of a laboratory experiment of these students. So from their end, they wanted to transfer that skill to those parents, maybe mothers or fathers, without any jobs, or are just at home, where they can actually make that as a livelihood. So that is why Project Pangkabuhay has come to life. So Project Pangkabuhay, or we also have a theme for it. It's livelihood program for low-cost hygienic products by stay-at-home parents. So in that case, it's actually anchored to SDG 8, which is a decent work and economic growth. Or it could also be anchored to, if we are able to partner this one with large or huge organizations, we can have it for partnership for goals. So with the concept of Pangkabuhay, it actually aims to not just impact Barangay Sawang Calero, but all those adapted community of CIT University Community Extension Services. So for the first session, it was held last October 8, 2018 for the first module, which was fabric conditioner making. So in that case, the venue is Barangay Sawang Calero. Now you have here 4 activity types. So for the activity types, I want to discuss briefly about each. Academic improvement program, it could be projects that aims to improve a certain skill or academic skill of a student, like for instance, learning math easier. Maybe it could be math tutorials, so that's AIP, Academic Improvement Program. So anything that is related to the academic part. Okay, for the PAP or Professional Advancement Program, it could be an activity that aims to improve any major courses, or provide advanced training to those major courses. Like for example, in IE, we do have Lean Six Sigma training. So that is an example of a professional advancement program. Okay, for the community outreach program, so this Pangkabuhay is an example because we reach out to a community and then teach them lifelong skills. Okay, and then when we say personality enhancement program, it's more on the audience. The goal of the activities should be enhancing the holistic development of the audience. So it could be students, it could be still to a community, but the goal is for their self-awareness. So that is an example of personality enhancement program, or PEP. Then if ever your project in mind will not match any activity type, then you can go for other types. Okay, next is for the core values and student success team. we have the core values of CIT. So you have to choose if it's either spirit of altruism, passion for excellence, is it integrity, responsibility, innovativeness, teamwork, and tenacity. So in this project's case, it's responsibility and innovativeness. For the student success teams, will it be grassroots sustainability, education, and development? Will it be holistic development of oneself, so somehow related to personal enhancement program, or advancement for profession, which is for the professional advancement program? So holistic development could also be if AIP or academic improvement program. So if we wanted to reach out to a community, more likely it's really grassroots sustainability education. So we want that they will just not we will just we should not only provide a one-time activity, like for example feeding program, no, for the good health and well-being in terms of malnutrition. So that is just a one-time activity. What if we cannot what if we're not there anymore? So who will feed them? So that is not sustainable. So it cannot be considered a grassroots sustainability education. So as much as possible, we will refrain from creating projects that are one-time, big-time only. It should be sustainable, if possible, a series of projects. Okay, next. So the nature of engagement. So since you are the creator of the proposal, you are the organizer. But if ever you are to create projects in the future and you are just the partner, so partner organizer, then you will place partner. Or if you will just participate to the activity, then you are a participant. So if ever you are a partner, then state the main organizers if ever there is someone different. In this case, I am the organizer and at the same time partner with the JP Che. So I think I was not able to put an X here, but I'm also a partner. I also partnered with JP Che, so CIT University's chapter. Then after that, you put the rationale. Now, what is a rationale? Rationale actually answers simple question, which is why? Why are you conducting the activity? Okay, so why is it that you need to do Project Pangkabuhay Gene? All right, so give it a brief description only so that the readers of your project proposal can understand right away what do you want to do. Okay, so for example here, the project will be about educating the beneficiary community of Barangay Salawang Calero on how to make hygienic products like fabric conditioner and liquid soaps. Because the parents, the stay-at-home parents that took care of everyday washing of their clothes and doing household chores are also the direct buyers of the products. So in this case, it will help them lower down their cost of buying such products, or at the same time, they can create a livelihood out of the knowledge they will get in making those products. So the chemical engineering students of CIT University have undergone these experiments in their curriculum requirements. So this is actually just part of their, I think, second year or third year laboratory, which is where they can actually make this as a business. Okay, that is why if you have heard some of your friends who are chemical engineering students or graduates, they have businesses in perfume or fabric conditioner. So it's actually just provided to them in their course requirement. So you have to specify then your objectives. So as much as possible, it should be in the proper sequence. So the first one is to educate the stay-at-home parents, followed by, you have to educate them with regards to good manufacturing procedures as well. No, it's not just solely teaching them to how to make those products right away, but also include good manufacturing procedure. Third is we teach them how to cost their products, because maybe some of them will just add 10 pesos from the total cost of their production, but with the help of, this is actually in collaboration with industrial engineering students, they are the ones in charge with the costing. Or we could also tap with we also partnered with College of Management, Business and Accountancy with regards to the costing and the selling price of the product. Then fourth, of course, we have to educate them on how to dispose properly the waste after they make the products. So in the mechanics and details, this is where you already detail out what are the parts of your project, and at the same time what could be the potential modules or sessions of the projects you have in mind. Okay, so in this case we have fabric conditioner making, liquid soap making, and perfume making. Then the further additional modules will not be about any more hygienic products, but we want to call it Pagkab Hygiene 2.0, which is we teach them on how to make food this time. So tocino, ham, and wine making as well. All right. So for your target audience, participants, beneficiaries, and the expected number, you have to be specific at the same time. So that is why I placed here, at least we have 20 stay-at-home parents of Barangay Sawang Calero, so that we can monitor them well during the workshop. Okay. However, we were actually beyond our requirement. We had around 35, I think 35 to 50 participants when we did this activity. Then you have to specify your outcomes. So the stay-at-home parents should be able to produce 1 liter bottle of product per session. So if soaps, number of bar soaps. If perfume, at least a certain milliliter of bottle of perfume can be produced with this. So actually, we have already finished module 1, 2, and 3. So the other modules are still on the making. Then we have the assessment task and tools. So visual inspection of the product if it's correctly done, or if you have other assessment tools, you can also do that. And our target performance is that at least 70% of the 60 are able to understand the process of making the formula. Okay? And actually, the more ambitious outcome is that at least 1 out of the participants will actually make this as a business. So we conducted actually a seminar here in our subdivision. So I invited my students, and the participants, there was a group that decided to make it as a business, and they're actually an organization now that sell the fabric conditioner and the liquid soaps to the dishwashing liquids and fabric conditioner. They are actually selling it here in the subdivision. So that is the more ambitious outcome of this project. Okay. And then other success indicators mean to say we can actually say that the project is successful if the number of participants will reach at least 20, and the mean activity evaluation will be 4.2 out of 5.0 rating. So for the proposed budget, as much as possible, if you specify the number, you have to provide a breakdown. So this was the breakdown that I did. So honorarium, the speakers, so I gave 1,000 to the organization. So this sample budget is actually when we did the training here in the subdivision, and then the ingredients were just worth 725. So imagine that you can create a number of bottles already for 725 pesos only. If you sell the liquids with 100 pesos, it's already so much gain. Okay, so by just selling 7 bottles, you can actually do the return. You can actually get the return of your investment. Then other materials, so snacks for the participants. So since it's really a session, it's a seminar, so we allotted budget for the snacks of the participants, the soft drinks, and then other miscellaneous fees. So this include the ice for the soft drinks and all this, and the lunch also of the participants and the organizers. So you may eliminate the non-necessary parts in the budget if needed be. Okay. So if we are just going to do the session, so will just be the snacks of the participants, the ingredients, maybe the speakers will be free so that you can save, or these other miscellaneous fees can also be eliminated. Then after providing the budget, then you will now place here the proponents. So for the proponents, you put all your names here, but you have to provide who will be your project head. Okay, and then the title of the project head, and then the date that is signed. So for the tentative program flow, so this is like the flow of the activity whenever we do the modules. So they register, and then we do opening ceremonies, opening remarks, so on and so forth. And then the workshop proper is the more important part here. What are the necessities? The registration forms, the pamphlets, the videos, the presentation, prizes, okay, the games, and then who will be doing the who will be in charge of each activity, so that it will be more organized. Okay, and lastly, they were able to create a poster for Pangkabuhay Hygiene. So this poster actually is what they're using until now, but we just usually change the bottom part, which is module 1, fabric conditioner making, module 2, dishwashing liquid, and all those one. Okay, so this is an example of a project proposal. As mentioned, whoever will be able to create the best project anchored with any SDG will be given the chance to present during the episode 2 of GSED Talks coming this August 1, Saturday 2020. Okay, thank you. If you have questions again, please talk to me, communicate to me, and that's it for the project proposal, and see you on your presentation day. God bless.